This is a matchup between two fighters who both accept disorder, but for different reasons. One creates chaos through angles, rhythm breaks, and unstable positioning. The other survives chaos through durability and sustained aggression. Neither system is built around clean entry or exit cycles. Both are comfortable inside prolonged collision. The fight therefore hinges less on who lands first and more on who controls what happens after contact, specifically whether exchanges fragment into awkward bursts favoring Navarrete or harden into extended trades favoring Nunez. Let's get into it.
Hey, boxing gyms. I'm telling you, look at boxing gyms. That's my dude right there, man. He's phenomenal. He's phenomenal with the technical aspect about boxing, man.
Emanuel Navarrete operates a volume system that disguises initiative through instability. His posture, footwork, and guard change constantly, creating the impression of imbalance. This instability isn't purely accidental. It masks timing cues and disrupts the opponent's ability to read his entries. He prefers striking first in exchanges from off-rhythm jabs and straight attacks delivered while appearing unprepared. Pendulum bounces, crosswalks, shuffles, or broken base movements that suddenly resolve into committed offense. A frequent sequence is the pseudo-circle jab to the strong side followed by a power punch attack from a new angle. Navarrete also attacks from equal positioning, then steps to the weak side mid-exchange and continues punching. Over time, he conditions opponents into first and last patterns, being first and using level changes to absorb or slip return fire before attacking again. Forward shifts often extend these sequences. Aside from the aforementioned angles, ending exchanges on his terms, aka termination, is his weakest structural element. He reaches with the rear hand, overcommits weight to the front foot, or breaks stance so severely that clean exits are unavailable. Sometimes this appears deliberate, a willingness to remain in danger to maintain offensive momentum, but often it is simply a consequence of a poor base. After punching, he may drop to low hands or rely on exaggerated head movement rather than positional safety. In system terms, Navarrete wins by making exchanges messy, irregular, and difficult to time. Eduardo Nunez represents a more straightforward pressure volume system. He advances, probes, and then releases extended combinations with minimal concern for clean endings. His hybrid guard shifts between conventional, long, and high guard positions depending on whether he is moving or stationary. He initiates with probes rather than committed strikes, then allows his hands to go in bursts that often lack termination. Exchanges are resolved not by clean exits, but by the opponent disengaging or by mutual exhaustion, or what we call soft termination. He can produce counterpunch responses when hurt or pressured, but these too lack structured follow-through. Durability is central to his approach. He assumes he can survive long enough for volume and power to accumulate advantage. His ring cutting relies on a trotting advance all the way through rather than measured steps, occasionally leaving him airborne or square during transitions. While he can momentarily post, pin, and frame inside, these controls are not sustained. In essence, Nunez doesn't attempt to control chaos, he attempts to outlast it. Both fighters accept extended exchanges, but for different reasons. Navarrete extends them because he fails or ignores termination while continuing to attack from changing angles. Nunez extends them because he lacks the tools or inclination to end them cleanly. The difference lies in structure. Navarrete's offense continues to change shape during interaction. Nunez's tends to become linear and cumulative. If exchanges remain fluid and disjointed, Navarrete's unpredictability disrupts timing. If they stabilize into stationary trades, Nunez's durability and straightforward power become more meaningful. Navarrete typically initiates with sudden, off-rhythm attacks from seemingly neutral or compromised positions. His broken base disguises when offense will actually launch. Nunez, by contrast, begins exchanges through probing pressure, stepping into range before committing. This means Navarrete is more likely to land the first meaningful shot, while Nunez is more likely to be present for the remainder of the exchange. The fight therefore tilts towards whether Nunez can absorb those initial disruptions without losing balance or orientation. Neither fighter possesses strong termination mechanics. Navarrete's failures stem from overextension and poor base. Nunez is from a lack of emphasis on exiting at all. As a result, exchanges frequently persist beyond the point where most systems would reset. This mutual vulnerability increases the likelihood of dramatic swings in the fight. When neither side can disengage cleanly, damage accumulates quickly and opportunities for decisive blows multiply. Navarrete's lateral cross steps and angle changes can momentarily place him in dominant positions, but his unstable stance often prevents sustained exploitation. Nunez's ring cutting can reduce space, but his trotting approach risks walking into counters or becoming misaligned when direction changes. Therefore, positional advantages in this fight are likely to be temporary rather than decisive. Ultimately, the fight depends on whose weakness is less punishable. Navarrete sacrifices structure for unpredictability. Nunez sacrifices structure for persistence. If Nunez can impose steady forward pressure and force prolonged, squared exchanges, his durability and straightforward power may prevail. If Navarrete can keep exchanges fragmented and off-axis, landing clean shots before drifting into new angles, his chaos becomes controlled. Both fighters extend interaction and both fail termination, but how they extend is fundamentally different. Navarrete extends through angle and asymmetry. Nunez extends through durability and forward collision. In long exchanges, the fighter who changes shape usually beats the fighter who repeats shape. Navarrete has a good chance at pulling off the very slight upset in a guaranteed action-packed fight.
Fight fam. Boxing is called the sweet science for a reason. Every slip, every counter, every trap, it's all hidden in the details. At Boxing Gems, we break down those details frame by frame so fans can see the art behind the fight. If you enjoy our YouTube film studies and want to go deeper down the rabbit hole, Patreon is the place. It helps us keep producing high-quality breakdowns without worrying about algorithms, and it gives you exclusive access to the content that can't make it on the YouTube. Get extended live stream breakdowns with more detail and analysis. Ask your own questions in the 24/7 chats, decide what fights or fighters we cover, and get personalized private analysis. Your support means we can keep studying the sport we love and showing why boxing is the most beautiful science. Join the Boxing Gems community on Patreon and let's keep breaking down the fight game together. This is Ryan, professional boxing analyst and founder of Boxing Gems Film Study. Film don't lie.